With the advances in technology over the last 100 years, humans have become far more sedentary as a result and are spending more and more time sat down looking at a screen. This is having negative consequences on our glute muscles, leading to many other health symptoms. Hi everyone, and welcome to Exercise for Health. I'm Richard, and today we're looking at signs and symptoms of poor glute activation or weak butt muscles. If you're new to this channel, we offer tips, advice and exercises to help you manage your health condition with physical activity. So go ahead and tap the subscribe button below and the bell icon if you want to be notified of when we upload a new video. The gluteal muscle group consists of three main muscles: gluteus maximus, which is the largest and strongest muscle in the body and gives the shape of the bottom; gluteus medius, that provides stability to the pelvis; and gluteus minimus, that assists the gluteus medius with most of its functions. There is also the tensor fasciae lata, or TFL, that works in conjunction with the three other glute muscles in a wide variety of hip movements as well as pelvic stability. Every time you stand up from a sitting position, walk, jog or run, change direction, pick up something from the floor, climb stairs, or even when standing still, at least one of these muscles will be active. However, as our lifestyles have become more sedentary, regularly sitting in a poor posture, our glute muscles aren't having to fire up as often, leading to a gradual decline in their strength, or even worse, an inhibition for them to activate when required, leading to a muscle imbalance and other biomechanical changes. So how do you know if your glutes need activating and strengthening? Well, there are some signs and symptoms that might indicate your glute dysfunction could be the cause. If you're standing still for 10 minutes or more and you begin to experience a dull aching pain in your lower back or around your sacroiliac joints, then it's possible your glutes aren't doing what they should be doing, which is providing support for your standing posture, meaning that other muscles are having to compensate that soon fatigue, causing the discomfort. Pain in the front of the knee during exercise is commonly caused by a dysfunction of the muscles around the hip, higher up the chain. So although your symptoms are in the knee, it might be that your weak or inactive glutes are the problem. This is common in endurance runners, where the muscles aren't strong enough to keep the pelvis stable and provide enough power to extend the hip, driving the body forwards during running, that the forces are then distributed further down the chain into the knee, hence the problem. This is why glute exercises should be a key part to any runner's conditioning program. If your hip subtly drops out to the side when you stand on the foot of that leg, or when walking, which is known as the Trendelenburg gait, and is compensated by leaning your torso slightly towards that side, then it could be a sign that your glutes aren't firing as they should be. This can sometimes be a cause of other neurological conditions, forcing the body to make adaptations to the way you stand or walk. But in either case, exercises targeting the glutes may help alleviate some of the problem. If your hip flexors are too tight, which can be as a result of an increase in sedentary behaviour, then it can indicate glute dysfunction, as the hip is not being regularly taken through its range of movement, particularly in extension where the glutes are working and the hip flexors are being dynamically stretched. The weak glutes with tight hip flexors, as well as weak abdominals with tight lower back muscles, all contribute to posture changes, so a well-rounded exercise program to activate all these muscles will help prevent back pain and further problems if left unchecked. Finally, an inability to actually fire up your glute muscles, known as gluteal amnesia or dead butt syndrome, can be a major indicator that your glutes need activating and strengthening. In its mildest form, it's the numb bum feeling you have in your buttocks when you've been sat down too long, which is normally alleviated with standing up and moving around for a few minutes. However, in more serious cases, it can lead to difficulty getting up from the floor, a pain in the back including sciatic symptoms, pain in the hips, knees or ankles, and even inflammatory responses such as Achilles tendonitis or plantar fasciitis in the feet. If any of these signs or symptoms resonate with you, and you think you may be spending too much time sitting, which is adding to the problem, then the key is to set aside frequent activity breaks throughout your working day where you can get up and move around to activate your glutes. This may be just for a couple of minutes every hour or so to reduce the long periods of sitting. Some people have even taken to using a standing work desk to help reduce their sedentary behaviour. If you're still unsure as to whether your glutes are functioning properly, then you can test it by the following means. 1. Performing a squat movement to see if your knees collapse inwards. If they struggle to remain the same width, then this is an indicator that your glutes aren't working properly. 2. If you stand on one leg and the hip drops outwards, or it struggles to remain stable when you add in some other movements, then this can also indicate weak glutes. And 3. If you lie on your back and perform a bridge, either with one leg or both, and you feel your hamstrings cramping, then this can also be an indicator that your glutes aren't firing properly. Although these simple tests don't diagnose glute dysfunction, and they can be caused by other problems, they can be a good indicator that the glutes might not be working properly. If you therefore feel that you need some exercises to really target the glute muscles to strengthen them, then my follow-along workout next week will be perfect for you, and it will provide you with what you need to combat this issue that seems to affect many people. So I'll leave a link to this workout in the description below once it goes live next week. I hope the information provided in this video has enlightened you in some way. If so, then please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below to help this channel grow so more people can benefit from it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay active, keep moving, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video today, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click here to subscribe to this channel, or click here to watch a recent video. See you soon.